Hello everyone, good morning, welcome back. It's another model making live. Or making models even live, or model making live. As you can see in front of me, we've got two Airfix kits. We've got the Sherman Crab and we've got the Sherman Calliope. Now, ordinarily, I would build them as is. They're meant to be. But what I actually don't need in this case are any of these weapons on the top there, and I certainly don't need the chains spinning around on the front here to clear mines. Fundamentally, they're the same kit, with the only variation being this edition or this edition. So the instructions up to that point are exactly the same. And as an experiment, I'm going to build these. If they go together quite well and they're easy enough, I intend to buy more so I can build up a fleet of the Sherman tanks themselves for running onto the war wells. Quite recently, I managed to pick up a ratio war well that someone had built, and it actually has got an Airfix tank on the top. Well, I'm assuming it's an Airfix tank. It certainly looks like it. I don't like the colour of the tank though, so that's getting changed as soon as possible. But I actually have a lot of the Oxford Rail war wells, so it was cheaper to buy them without the tanks, the Oxford diecast tanks on top, and I didn't really know what I was going to put on them to be positive or absolutely sure. So I've got these here, and for another day I've also got a Cromwell and a Churchill, and I would imagine I'll probably go with some Churchills, I know that, but today I'm going to make a start with these, the Shermans. So if I can try and get a little bit more comfortable here at the desk. As I said, the instructions up to the point of the additions are exactly the same. So I should be able to do both at the same time. Or at least that's the plan. We'll give it a go. Things that might stall us a little bit could be paint, waiting for things to dry. So we're going to give it a shot anyway, as we did, or as I did rather, with some of the other kits that I've put together. So some of the sprues really aren't going to be required, or some of the items on the sprues anyway won't be required because of those additions. So the beauty here being, so this sprue here pretty much won't be required because that's to imitate the chains. Now, had they been chains rather than pieces of plastic, well, I might have been able to fit them. But these give the impression that they are spinning round, so that wouldn't be happening on a war well. So, yeah, I think we'll put those to one side, and they might come in useful for something else. I'm going to need these. We've got our tracks. I don't know how much of this I'll need, but to me it looks like that is mainly part of the addition. So I'll put that to one side for the moment as well. And I can see the similarities in the kits now straight away. You can see everything is pretty much doubled up. And that looks to me like that is also part of the extras. on the other kit. So there's the tracks again. So for me, this is just a case of putting everything together in the locations that are going to make it easier to work with. Pair everything up, and I know I can make two at the same time. Now, there are some parts involved on this kit that require different shade or different paint colors. Not many, but they're hard to reach when they are actually fitted together. So in this case, I'm actually going to prep those items in advance. The majority of everything else is the same color, but it's just certain metal parts that are going to require a different shade or a different color even. So this is a gunmetal color. Let's have a look at our brushes and see what would be a good. I think that would be a good one. I seem to have lost my rag, or not my rag, but my cloth that I use for wiping up excess and things. I don't know what's happened to that. So I'll look, see if I can locate it. Has it fallen down anywhere? Yep. Found it. There we go. Problem averted. Okay. So pretty much I believe all of these here, these wheels, they need to be of the colour gunmetal. Just check on the colours. Yeah. So let's give it a shot. This is quite watery, this colour. So there's a good chance I'm going to give it a good mix there. Good chance I might need a couple of coats. Now, yesterday we kind of got cut off way before I was going to finish the show or the stream, and it actually turned out that we had some police here and they needed to ask me about footage on the property that would cover an incident that I wasn't even aware of. So I found it easier, unfortunately, to just cut the stream so I could give them the assistance they needed rather than trying to do both at the same time or tell them to come back later. With anything like that, you hope that you can assist them when they need it and they would assist you when you need it. So I made the decision just to cut the stream so I could help them out, and luckily I was able to help them out with some excellent footage. Now, I don't think there's an awful lot of the components that they need to be in this colour, but the ones that do are going to be difficult to get to if I wanted to paint them after building. And there's another job I'm going to do with this colour while we're waiting for it to dry from yesterday. So obviously we've been working on the Lomax, which aren't for these tanks, but they are for some of the other vehicles that I've been putting together. And I just want to get some of the buffer detail on them sorted with a bit of this colour before I start putting the Humbrol clear on them. Right, I need a new thing of acrylic thinners here. Sometimes I can forget exactly what I have. It does often happen, and I'm going to have to start cataloguing it as a result. But I thought to myself the other day, I'm running low on acrylic thinners, I'm going to have to buy some more. Only to find that in one of the drawers in this room was a drawer full of bottles of acrylic thinners. So at some point, I have bought lots of it and totally forgot about that. These things happen. Right, I've cleaned that brush up for the moment. I won't be using that again. I want a pretty fine brush there for what I'm about to do. Sort of juggling around a little bit here. So I'm just going to bring some of those Lomax in. And all I want to do is just on the inside of the buffer there, let's just place some of that colour, and then I can touch up the ends. I don't know well that's going to focus, but not very well. But anyway, that's what, rather than wasting this paint, While we wait for them to dry, which shouldn't take long. I think soon I will get the new couplings I've decided to use ordered up. It's a few other bits and bobs. I think this is going to make a lovely rake when it's all finished. It'll be something to really be proud of putting together. My eyes, so there's a plus for the old mental health. It's always good to have a day of I did that and I'm proud of it. This internet connection seems to be glitching again. Well, at least that's what it looks like. I don't know how accurate that is. And next week, I go to pick up my Longmoor Austerity Dipole one in O gauge, which I'm looking forward to. And luckily, a while ago, I picked up a few O gauge wagons second hand, kit ones, I believe. And I think I see a project coming on with those as well. So that I've got my bit of stock to run with them. Or at least to use with it. There we go. Another quiet morning on the live stream, I see. Right. Other than those bits, what do I need to cut off to make this next section? So I believe, let's have a look. Well, these numbers look a bit messed up. There we go. So we want all of them. Yeah. Right. As I originally thought. And they're going to be a bit difficult to get out. Great. Clean these ones up first. Oh, almost lost one. So I cleaned those parts up there. And now we just need to get these off as well. Nice and peaceful. Won't be long and the miserable weather will be gone and we'll have our summer for a good couple of days. There we go. Clean those up. They all appear to be okay. So, how do these feel now? Not amazing, but they're there. Let's have a look at the tweezers. We don't want anything flying off at speed. Now, I suppose if I was making a diorama with these tanks in use, then yeah, I could put those additional parts on. And that would make sense, but I don't think in this case that is going to be necessary. Although I don't need those right now, I'm just getting them off there ready. Same as I'm going to do here with these, because it will be very shortly and they will be required. So let's get them over there. Oh, liquid poly time. Good old liquid poly. So, I am led to believe that place is on there. No! Try again. So, we may have another one of those situations. We've had this before with some of the kits, haven't we? It's probably got more to do with the aging of the tooling, but there we go. That certainly didn't go how I expected it to go, but we'll work with that. Question is, where did I put those little drill bits? Where did I put them? I've got one here. It's fairly clear to see that a lot of these rails need to be widened up. How's everyone doing? We're getting there. I'm going to have to open all of these up a bit. If we do them all together, we might be able to speed this process up a bit. not all live streams are about talking all the way through. Sometimes it's just therapeutic to watch somebody at work. Have you ever watched some of the videos where you literally are just, they're an edited video and it's just like a sped up process of someone building a model? Sometimes I find them quite nice to watch. It's one of the reasons why I thought, oh, we'll do these live streams where I'm actually building the models rather than just giving you an edited video. And you get to see it actually takes a little bit of time to do these things. Now, unfortunately, I may have lost that wheel, but I'm going to have a look. Nope. I found it. That was a stroke of luck. So there we go. Sometimes if you get one of these kits, widen them holes up, make life a lot easier for you. Let's get rid of some of these bits of plastic. Right. Something tells me that these are just not going to fit either as a result, but we're going to give it a go. So I think to make this a little bit easier to fit, I say that and it just won't work the way I want it to. Right. Just got a few of them to do now, haven't we? I do hope these work. Let's have a look. They're looking all right. They are what they are. Next one, this one's a little bit damaged, so we're going to have a go at trying to rectify some of that. I think put a bit of glue there. That should help. Next up, I did have a comment the other day. Someone turned around and said, why are you called Aidans Railways when you're building tanks and things? And I turned around and said, well, because they're going to go on the railway. I personally thought it was quite self-explanatory, but I suppose to the outsider, it might not be. So in case you were wondering, there's the answer. Because you have more than just the trains on a layout. You've got to have everything that goes with it. That makes it what it is. And in this case, we're working on War Department military type scenario. And not just the Longmoor, but sort of the build up to D-Day time as well. So it's one of those things where, in order to do everything, get the relevant rolling stock and have it looking the way I think it should, well, it involves me building many models. And I think the finished result, hopefully, will be worth all of the work that I'm putting in. So I'll clean up these tweezers a little bit. There we go. I seem to have lost something on the screen. Where are we at? There we go. We are getting there. Not many left now. So yesterday I painted up a very cheap railroad brake van using some of the military colours. There's a bit of an experiment just to see how the finish would be, and we'll have a look at it in a moment. I think with a bit of detailing, I think that could be a very good option. I mean, I already have two of the Bachmann examples of the Longmoor brake vans, but I've got to say, I'm not disappointed with the finish that I got from that cheap one, and I'm all about saving money. I always have been on this channel. A lot of people got me a little wrong in some of those early days where I did buy some new and what would be classed as premium rate models, but there are certain models that, yeah, I want them when they come out, just like I imagine a number of you do. And sometimes I will really make that effort to get those models, but a lot of the time I like the challenge of making something like this. This is my own. You're not waiting for a manufacturer to actually build something you've been waiting for years, and on top of that, you have no idea what the cost is going to be when they do build it, do you? Well, that is a number of those sets there built up. I'm just going to stand them up on their ends now, check for any defects. So I'm going to try and straighten up some of those wheel sets. So the body of the brake van actually came out all right, as is the roof with the sea grey. Obviously I'm going to weather that and the sides, and the other parts of the body came out really quite well as also. So we'll move on with that, we'll progress on with that as we go. Just while I'm waiting here, I'll just separate these tracks. In preparation for their part. And they are rubber. I believe on that side we're meant to be giving them a bit of a rusty finish. So might be worth my while moving over to that step. I'll just wait for that to dry, because I don't think I can fit the next part until these have cured. So I'll possibly get a bit more done with them. Shut this off while we wait. There we go. I think it's quite exciting to actually have two of these by the end of this build. I actually have two of these tanks built up. So my thoughts when I was ordering was they've got to be similar instructions. They've got to be. And it looks like I was correct. It was just the additions that made them slightly different. personally, I think that's great. This 34, 29, 39. I think it's these. Let's have a quick look at the numbers. Yeah, so on this side it's 39, 34, 29. That's right, this side. So there, there, and there. And that's for that one. Things are moving at pace now. I like that. So this is rust matte. So look at the tracks. Oh, drink. Excuse me. I think that cold's catching up with me still. It's not willing to let me go yet. Alright, let's try some of this rust out. So from what I understand, it's meant to be like that. So I suppose that area would get quite a bit of hammer and moisture. So I can kind of understand why. Yeah, it might be easier just to do it like that, but on an almost dry brush. I wasn't actually going to put this paint on, even though it says to. But looking at it now, I'm actually quite glad that I'm making the effort. It might not look that great on the camera there, folks, but down here at eye level, it actually does. It looks good. And I suspect, especially with it being in a matte finish, suspect when it's dry and fitted to the tank, it will have an equally good look about it. Yeah, I remember when I was a child building models like this, and I was so impatient to wait for parts to dry and things like that. But I think I appreciate it more now. I used to look up to some of my brother's models and think, wow, who made that, especially scratch builds. And how did you do that? I want to know. Something I disliked as a child was when people used to come up to me, and I had talent, a real talent for certain things, and it was the way in which they would turn around because they couldn't do that thing. And so, well, you didn't do that. And I used to hate, I really did. Hate is a strong word, but I absolutely hated that because I used to think, wait, why don't you believe that I've done the thing that you're looking at? I'm sure many people out there have felt that way before. I'm sure they've, I wouldn't say put down, but made to feel like they weren't necessarily good enough to be able to do something like they had, which is sad, but I look at it and I think, well, I did do it, so if you don't believe I did it, then that means I'm really good at it. Or you just have really low expectations, or high expectations, one of the two, of yourself that you maybe can't fulfill. That cold is really getting to me now, but I'm going to persevere. So, weirdly enough, being on rubber, it seems to be drying very fast. I'm just going to move those out of the way. While I continue with this section, I'm just going to bring these parts here around. Now I want one of these as well. So this is going to be interesting. Get the poly back out again. So you want 3 of these. So we'll start off with a bit of glue there. And on the rear, place that into position. I'm actually looking at this now, and I am thinking they are going to be really hard places to get to. get some of that. Like anything, work in progress. So I think just where it needs to be. And it certainly doesn't need to be perfect on this. Most of it will be hidden. Put that there. We'll have the chance. Let's go with some of these areas. Just need to get a rough on there, just to dull it right down. Love acrylic paint, dries so quick as well. Wait, dries to a reasonable standard quickly, I think is the way to put it. Oh, you can hear the sirens in the background. Well, let's have a look at the one I just painted. Don't think I really need to worry too much about on there. Most of it isn't visible, but just want to make sure I've got a reasonable amount on where things will be seen, just to help dull it down a bit. Now, some of these parts should really be down at that colour as well. But what I'm going to try and do is see if I can do them as I put them on. For instance, this part here. This part here. Well, it says it fits like that, but I don't know how it does, because in order for it to fit like that, it's obscuring another location. So what I might do is just remove it for the minute. So I don't see the point in me painting the back of this, but the front can be touched up afterwards. So I think let's give this one a go. I'm just going to put some glue on there. Put that piece in. And then I'll see if I can fit this section where it claims to go. And just like that, it works. I want to raise this up, I think, while I'm working on it. Excuse me. Right. Do we have a piece that doesn't want to go in? Yes. And why is that? And go in now. I just need to see if we can. not the absolute easiest to work on, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. How does that look? Oh, well, that one's gone in easier. Right. Two of these. Well, I'm going to do them in a moment. We'll get the bulk of this operation done first. So we'll go similar unit. So while I'm waiting, fit those same parts, a bit like a production line. Get that one. Yep. There we go. Just need to see. If we can get them all to fit on without any problems. We gotta love tanks. Are these the ones? Yep. Well, it's certainly getting interest in this. Didn't expect it to be like this. A lot of work, but it's good. I need to rescue my brush. There we go. Let's see if we can locate these with ease. Wow, I was just about to say that went in really easily. It did. It also popped straight back out, but I'm trying to put it in upside down. What am I playing at? And then that one in. That actually did go quite well there. Let that one dry off as well. I think this could be interesting if you're doing multiple of them. I mean, I'm doing 2 at a time here, but if I was doing a great quantity of them, which I may end up doing at some point, you could have a real conveyor belt going on. And like I say, I may need to at some point. Right, what's going on with this one? There we go. Let's go for it. And yet again, I'll try putting it in upside down. Go. That one in. Next one in. See, once you've done one or two, it becomes a lot easier. Nicely done. Right, we're not finished yet. I need these items and 22s. So, yeah, that's what they are. I need to, without losing anything, which I've done straight away. Who knows where that went? It could be anywhere. And I might just have to make the effort to find that. Unless I've got anything in the spares pile that's remotely close. I have a horrible suspicion that it has gone into the waste bin. And that is not somewhere I want to go looking. So, let me have a look at these sprues and see what I can butcher. Because in this case, it's somewhat of a necessity. Alright. Let's get the first one together. So that's the three. I haven't lost the part. Let's have a quick look with a rule. I suspect about 3 mil. 3 mil on the sprue. Where has it gone? Yeah. So kit bashing as we go. Nothing new to me. Trying to make something work as we go along. All is not lost. Fuck off. Sorry for this language there, people. But for a minute there, I think we just glued that to the flipping mat. Now, for all this isn't going to be exactly how it's meant to, I am pretty sure I can get it to work. To a degree. Because all I needed to do sit still. Music. Right. I'm going to reduce the size slightly. Place that one on. It's not a perfect solution, but I should be able to get a result of kinds. Let's let that dry. And as for the wonky donkey one, well, we just got to place it in roughly like the other ones are. Let's have a look how they're settled. That's not far off that. I should be able to get away with that. Alright, the paint gets up on there. But while I'm waiting, let's prep some other parts up ready. This week's live streams haven't necessarily all gone the way we wanted them to, but we persevere. We keep on going. So that's the front end. That's the front end. Sounds like somebody's dog's just got loose. So they fix them there. So I think while we're waiting, we might as well do something. Right, let's have a look before I can glue anything more up. There are some areas that need attention. Not a huge amount. Let's get this camera up here a bit. There we go. So you can actually see what I'm doing. Reasonably easy to touch up like this. Which is exactly what I hoped before. Oh, nearly forgot a piece. Not bad. So we narrowly avoided a problem with that lost bit of plastic just by using a bit of sprue. All is not lost in a situation like that. Obviously, it's not the best repair, but I think it'll work. I'm just going to have to be very easy with that particular piece while it dries. We's getting there. Oh, we are getting there. That's the one that's a bit ropey, so we're going to leave that to one side. Oh, this is going to be so interesting trying to fix this together. Definitely. Yay! Now on with a good tank build. We might actually get this finished today. Or at least close to. Knowing my luck, I've probably just destroyed something I need, but I don't think so. I think we'll be all right. Is that drying up yet? Yeah, I think we can go for the other side now. Yeah, seems to be in there. Let's try the next one. Let's have a look and see how this view fits on. All right. I'm going to fit it over it. That's going to be a tight fit. A tight fit, but it will go in. Clip on the front. Have to straighten a lot of them wheels up, I know that. That might be another reason why it was a bit tough to get in. Oh, where they're coming together now. Let's move on to the turrets. Do you know, I could happily build loads of these. Especially once you start to get into a bit of a sort of routine with what you're doing with it. Definitely. So it's safe to say these are empty sprues here now. So get them out of the way. That is interesting. See, it's actually asking you on the instructions to drill holes where obviously the additional parts would go, but we're not doing that, so let's put these to one side where I can glue the bits I need to for this turret, and then I can come back for the additional bits. Right. Oh, now we've got a visit from the cat. I haven't had one of them for a while on a live stream. Okie dokie. That is not a good sound coming from the cat. I feel I'm going to have to clean something up now. That could explain why she's just dived past me the way she did. Just as well I love her as much as I do, isn't it? And she's at it again. She's probably been at something she shouldn't have. is always dead sorry when she does something like that, the cat. Poor animal. Poor animal. And obviously you could have these open if you were doing some sort of scenic diorama, but obviously these are going to be on the back of wall wells, so realistically they need to have all their bits shut and secure. There we go. A little bit of a small fight on there just to get that one in where it needed to go. Less of a fight with this one though. Right. There is another bit that I haven't picked up, which is 55. It looks tiny. Where is number 55? Oh, I think I found it. Yeah, that is small. There it is on that one. I'll try and not lose them, which I've already almost done. Need to try and get it in a good position. Oh, you've come to see me now, kitty cat, have you? Is it to confess that you've made a mess somewhere, is it? Is it to confess there's been an incident? I feel it will be. One of the things I dislike about this here is that I do have to actually glue this into position. So and it doesn't necessarily want me to put it in there, so I have to trim it down a bit. Oh, there we go. I might just hold that there in that position for the time being. Now I'm going to try and not lose that and fit it at the same time. How much fun! Oh boy. It does appear to have gone in there. That's resulted into some description. What is that cat doing? Where is she? There she is. Hear you making strange noises, kitty cat. You're trying to be a star. Do you want to be on YouTube? Do you? Let's have a look at these body shells. I appear to be gluing up well. A certain amount of painting got to take place on these, but you know, we are getting there. There are some more pieces to glue on though, and I believe, yes, so we'll start with this one. And that kitty cat is at it again. Right. So a bit of glue in here, and I believe I can get a hold of that part there. That is to go in there. I'm just going to have to mute you all. And we're back. I had to go and mute there. It would appear that Aidan is not very well. This is young Aidan. So, luckily, we've reached a time where I'm nearly done on this model. Just need to glue these last bits on. If I can work out where they need to go. Aha, that's where they need to go. So, let's just work away here. What are you doing now? Kitty cat definitely wants to be on the live stream. She's kicking the back of the chair. I can't believe it. She just wants attention. She wants, I want to be on the live stream. But no one can see you. Right. So apart from the tracks, and obviously putting these on, I am not going to glue these on. I'm going to make it so I can actually remove them if I need to by not gluing them on. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can glue this up now. No, stretch it onto where it needs to go. Should I? No. Let's just put it on. Okay. No, that's not going to work. Something tells me I have got to make a plan B with that. It's going to have to be super glue or something, isn't it? But for the time being, I think we'll have to leave it off and come back to that. So tomorrow we'll get those tracks on. We'll get the cabs. We'll get them painted up, and yeah, we might even move on to some other tanks. Okay, thank you for joining me. It's been an interesting day. Been eventful. Stuff's happened. We're getting somewhere with these tanks. I do really like them. I think they'll look a lot better with the tracks and the paintwork all done. Anything? But for the time being, I have to call it a day. So thanks for joining me, and I will catch you again tomorrow about the same time.